Yes.
Welcome to the 22nd episode of our show, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Coach in association with India Coaching Federation. This is your host, Khushbu Sharma, welcomes you on a forum this afternoon. We truly appreciate your presence and time, and as we always say, we come together with a sheer purpose to get an inch more closer to coaching and its business. Today, we shall talk about multi-generational workforce and its challenges and the advantages too. Today, many people are opting for jobs that give them flexibility like hybrid to remote work models to achieve a better work life balance. And as we all can witness, that the gig economy is also a reality that is being embraced by people and organizations alike. In fact, giving employees the independence of working like either as a contractor or a freelancer while giving scalability and outside expertise when needed. These flexibilities, I believe, are widely accepted across generations who are also seeking time to take care of priorities outside work. Thus, I believe evolving and adapting to new ways of working acts as a huge advantage as well as a source of motivation for employees across generations to strive towards the lifestyle they want and gain the freedom they have. Today, we shall dive in for a conversation with our very own life doctor, life guru, someone who looks at life and people with a lens of practicality and wisdom, the chairman of ICF, Dr. Dhirendra Gautam. Welcome, Dr. D. How are you today?
Thank you, Khushbu. Everything is fine, all is well, and it is really to reconnect with our viewers online, and of course, sharing our views and details relating to their questions, whatever they have. And we are very happy and excited to take another session and talk and have a meaningful discussion with our audience. Yeah.
True, sir. Thank you. So today, Dr. D, with the adoption of a multi-generational workforce, organizations are placing greater emphasis on diversity, on equality, and inclusion, and it seems to work wonders for them. In
Yeah.
addition to the moral obligation in this entire process, diverse teams are also coming up with more creative solutions to business problems or business concerns and productivity. What's your say on this shift, Dr. D? And then we can proceed ahead with.
I think it's a really great question and very situational.
Ji.
Uh, and It is not a very new kind of a question. It is a question which has been always there in the environment, with the corporate, with the people working in a business or a different kind of business or industries. Yes, multi generational workforce has the capability to produce or create wonders in terms of everything, whether it is productivity, whether it is creativity, whether it is improving the performance, whether it bringing the new innovation, or even the new way of managing and growing the organization. So that is one thing, and as you said, it is very clearly, it brings a different level of challenges also altogether. Like, it is says that in current environment business world, around five generation of the people are working together.
Right, sir.
People from 60 years of age to the people of, say, 20, 22, 23 years of age are getting into the organization. So there are different level of thought differences, the way of doing the thing differences,
Right.
and communication challenges, respect barriers, openness, and kind of favorism. These are the three, four challenges exist in this organization. The organizations which are able to take care of this they start doing wonders. They are really growing, achieving milestones, and the organizations who are not able to manage this, the multi generational diverse experience, diverse thought process people in the organization, it becomes challenge to manage and keep the people in the organization,
Mm.
keeping the high performer, peak performers, and they
Right.
are losing their talent to their
Mm.
competitor who are able to manage this well.
Manage this. Very true.
So very true, this
Very
is a
true.
very challenging issue, at the same time very great opportunity also. How we are able to take it, how organizations are doing it to take care of, is the real, the wisdom of the organization, and that is the real people's management, I feel. How they are able to manage their resource to optimize for their benefit is the real challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah,
True. That's very true, Dr. D. In fact, that is exactly why I feel that this is actually a high time that organizations need to really understand and look into it deep, dive in to actually figure out the barriers. So, on that note, Dr. D, I would like to ask you one thing here, that going forward, the workforce of the future will only demand less control and more direction and guidance from their superiors. How far you think the leaders need to get aligned to coaching to make this process swift and seamless?
I think it's a very great question, Khushbu. Again, freedom is expected all the time,
Mm.
not only this time, even in older time, 20 years back, 30 years back, people need freedom to perform better, to do better, to do the things.
Right.
What used to happen because of the different kind of challenges relating to their need, their expectation, the personal financial capability of the human being, when you say, especially in case of the India, people was not into well-to-do condition, the limitation of jobs were there.
Mm.
Getting a better job to other organization was very limiting factor. So people used to compromise that time. Now India is the fifth largest economy in this world, and within 10 years we are going to be the third largest economy in this world. So big industries are coming.
Yeah.
Industry and organization in India are becoming global multi-billionaire companies. Huge opportunity for the workforce are there, and the millennials, generation G and generation X are all working together
Mm.
along with the older generation people. See, each and every generation having their own way of freedom while they are growing in their life, and that, let me explain in terms of the human personality how it happens.
Right.
See, I keep on saying always that the money and relationship is the only two bigger challenge
Right.
people have on this earth.
Right.
So each and every generation, they has this challenge. The money and relationship challenge what the X generation had, the same kind of money and relationship challenge generation X doesn't have, or millennial doesn't have, and the generation G having a different kind of life, career, business, and relationship challenges.
Mm.
These life, career, business, and relationship challenges for all the generations are presented to them in a different way, and that's why they are different. There is no other way of difference between people to people. People are not machines. You cannot say that okay, this is the first generation aircraft, second generation aircraft, the third generation aircraft, and the fourth and fifth generation aircraft. No,
Right.
mains are not machines. You cannot categorize them as a generation one, generation two, generation thing. No. Primarily, categorization for the generation is their challenges in their life, career, business, and relation. How each and every generation, every 20 years,
Hmm.
these challenges put it to the people, how they are able to resolve, and what were the opportunity available at that time. So 20, 30 years back, job, career, business opportunity in India was not very good. But at the same time, life and relationship problem was not very bad. People used to have better life and relationship. Problem was into the career, the business, the job opportunity, and business opportunity. Then the after generation X and earlier, the generation millennials come. When the
Okay.
millennial generation come, India started lot of liberalization in 80s, and many industrialization, liberalization, and things had started coming in. Lot of
Hmm.
opportunity of diverse educational system. So many part of opportunity has been opened to the people born and brought up in that generation, because I come from that generation and I can see that.
Ji.
So many prospects was there, but the resources was still limited.
Hmm.
At the same time, your personal life and relationship was getting into a transformational journey.
Yeah.
Lot of urbanization was happening in India. Many of the people was moving from the villages to urban areas. So
Hmm.
they need to have a compromise to their lifestyle, to their living, to their relationship, and these factors. The generation G, what we call it, which is after 2000, last 22 years, they got enough opportunity for having abundance of type of opportunity in their job, in their career, in their business, because last 10, 15 years, lot of industrial growth had happened in India, especially last 10 year is remarkable.
Hmm.
And you have lot of job opportunities available in India, abroad, outside India. Lot of people, lot of outsourcing activities happening, lot of
Hmm.
industrial growth is happening. At the same time, different kind of educational opportunity was also available.
Hmm.
Different kind of software, hardware, many kinds of MBA programs, those were available. What happened ki in this generation, another problem has started, which is the life and relation.
Hmm.
Because the more focus has become to the career, opportunity has been lot in career. People are more career oriented. The family orientation, life orientation, relationship orientation has reduced. Generation start feeling loneliness, alone, more induced to themselves to the machines, laptops, computers, datas, Facebook. So the bigger problem is started in their psychological, biological, mental health and relationship challenges. Life and relationship challenges has started become very strange, and there are research divorce and separation cases in India is increasing by 40% year on year. So they are all human being. As I said it, the solution has to come the humanistic solution.
Hmm.
And here coaching is going to play a role.
Yeah.
When you talk about the generation gap in machine, first generation machine, second generation machine, first generation aircraft, second generation, fifth generation, you have a different technique. You can make that machine, you can improve the productivity, and you can win the game. But people's, other than this four thing, life, job, career, business, and relation, nothing fifth exists in their life. Everything is in this four thing.
Hmm.
The availability of this four thing and toughness of something has always changing. Combination was changing.
जी.
Now job and career opportunities are more. People are able to have better financial status, but the life and relationship challenges has started becoming very strange. And that impacts your performance in the organization,
Mm.
how you are able to manage the stress, work stress, stress for your life and relationship challenges, a stress of producing high result,
Mm.
a stress of managing the people in your department and organization,
Mm.
and a stress for the managers is to retain the high performer, empower and transform the average performer to produce the best result. These are the things has become challenging,
Yeah.
and there is only one solution available, which is the coaching.
Right.
You cannot have a mechanical solution.
Mm.
People feel that by providing this kind of training, this problem will resolve. No way.
True. Right. Right.
Specialized skill development, technical skills, competency related skills is not going to resolve this problem. And the problem which starts happening because of this multi-generational workforce is primarily at the four levels. One, the communication problem between the hierarchy, between the age, between the group. Even in the same age group, the priority, the passion are differences.
Mm.
In our age group, we are used to of talking to the people more.
More.
In
Yeah.
this generation, people are able to talk to their gadgets more. They
True.
are talking through their mobile phone. We prefer talk over telephone. People in
Mm.
this generation talk over SMS,
Most.
chat, WhatsApp, and email
Right.
ID.
Right.
So the generation sitting in the organization, I was sharing in one of our talk that the top level executives in the organization, the average age is 56 years of age. That is the high level authority, the senior level, C level executives in Fortune 500 organization. Whereas the workforce in the organization is 24 years of average age, 25 years of average age. The majority of the workforce is below 30 years of age.
Yeah.
So top level executives average age is 55, 56, 60, and average workforce in the organization is 30. So there is a 30 years of gap, 25 years of gap. More than two generation gaps are there.
Yeah.
So the communication related gap,
Mm.
hierarchy related gap, respect related gap, because the
Yes.
old generation people, they have the expectation that the people who are into down the ladder, down the hierarchy, should by default respect them because of their position and profile. But the
True.
current generation G doesn't know that. They find equal right for each and every human being. Whether you are a chairman of the company or a director of the company or I'm a staff in the organization, doesn't matter. We are all human beings. So the expectation is right. Each and every human beings are equal. If your expectation as a senior leader and manager is that because I am senior in hierarchy, somebody should respect me, no, forget about that. This complexity will come in the organization, and it is coming. Already there are.
Yeah.
The only way is that to coach the people, to make them realize it is not your title, it is not your position people respect. How you empower people, how you transform people, how you add value to the life of the people, you earn your respect and people start respecting you as a leader.
True.
People will no more respect people as a titled leader. But if your performance
Mm.
empowers people, if your leadership influence people to become the future leader, then you earn the respect and people will respect you as a leader.
Mm.
These are the things has to be transformed to get into a highly productive organizational work culture in the organization, to have and better utilize the multi-generational workforce. We called it a coaching culture to be embedded in the organization,
Right.
where the organizational culture has to be transformed into a organizational coaching culture,
Right.
where each and every individual in the organization is adding value or resolving problem to the life, career, business, and the process and systems of the organization, in the organization, to the different people, irrespective of their organizational hierarchy, their level of title, position, and profile. The second thing, the third thing or fourth thing I would like to say it is the another challenge is relating to the favorism.
Mm.
Because of the generation gap, there is a group and subgroup kind of things are getting developed in the organization, which creates a culture of favoring one another. One type of group is favoring to one type of group, another type of group is favoring to another type of group. Not only in meeting, greeting with the people, but in case of dealing with the
Right.
performance,
Mm.
dealing with the any increment, promotion, communication, all the things are there.
Right.
That barrier also has to be resolved.
Mm.
If you start interacting at the multi-level, multi-generational, organizational level people, you start making them the stakeholder, you start engaging them in a meaningful conversation without bias and fear,
True.
the the groupism, the favorism concept will start dismantling on its own, and there will be a world culture developed in the organization where each and every people in the organization will start enjoying the joy of collaborative work culture. Research has proven that it is the joy of collaborative teamwork
Mm.
which produce the best result for the organization to make the company a global company. It is
True.
not the leadership. It is not the leadership, it is not the position, it is not the profile. It is how collaborative work culture, how joyful work culture you have created in your organization. That will produce the better result for the organization to take your company become global, multinational, multicultural, multi-generational company. And then you are proud of being a multi-generational, multicultural, multi-organizational workforce which is able to make your company country a true multinational company, and then you will start flourishing it. So,
True.
without creating a coaching culture, having this kind of organizational culture where each and every people feels empowered, listened, respected, and taken care of is impossible.
True.
Because when you start managing the people like machines and systems and process and as a resource, it is impossible.
It is
Human
important.
being has to be trained, empowered, and coached as a human.
Mm.
And their human challenges, as I said it, their challenges in their life, career,
Mm.
business, and people to people relation. Because in the organization, you are all dealing with the people to people.
True.
Relationship becomes a very, very important part. And
True.
unless these four things is getting transforming and creating a world class company is really difficult.
True.
Yeah,
True, Dr. D. And I think you so very well said. And I sometimes when I sit alone and I think about few things, I very strongly feel that people need to start accepting coaching as a lifestyle. It's high time that people start to do it, because the difference and the change that coaching can bring in. In fact, I'll share this with you, Dr. D. I was a part of a forum last week, and while there was a lot of discussion regarding the new normal and the post-pandemic effect on organizations and the way the workforces are changing and the way the functioning is changing, I happen to read this from a lot of leaders that coaching apparently, yes, has been accepted to a certain level. People understand this a certain level, but not to the not they haven't gone to the roots yet. Still the psychology, still the mentality, somewhere the psyche sticks to the fact that coaching is for the leaders. Of course it is for the leaders, but not only for it to get stuck there, but it needs to go down, it needs to flow down as well.
yeah,
And that's where, in fact, today's conversation, I'm glad that you had put such great points here. And to all the audience who are a part of this conversation today, you all have great organizations along with you parallelly running. Let's dive into the coaching culture and make it a lifestyle for our organizations to outshine and grow.
yeah,
And on that note, very, very truly said, and thank you very much, Dr. D. I believe, yes, managers and HR leaders will have to actually bring forth a change in their leadership style to take full advantage of the multi-generational workforce that we talk about and help their organizations reach newer heights in the forcible limits. Um, I believe companies or organizations, smaller or bigger, can actually benefit significantly from leveraging each generation's diverse knowledge, their perspectives, and individual abilities. And given the same, it is also crucial to building a business culture that will help in utilizing the competitive advantage provided by the mixed bag of generations. And probably that's why it is said that change is constant and it should always be embraced. So let's embrace the
yes.
change and bring the new normal and bring the coaching as a lifestyle. Well, this brings us to the end of our episode, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much, Dr. D, for your presence here today. We had a great time listening to you yet again. As always, thank you very much for enlightening us with your wisdom. Many, many thanks to all those who joined in for today's episode. We truly appreciate your presence. Thanks for being there. It's time to say bye for now. Stay tuned for the next episode. We shall see you soon. Namaste.
Thank you. Thank you.